Watch this. You're gonna be like so super impressed with this. This is high tech, is what I'm saying.
Talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. I said talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.
Hey, happy Tuesday, and welcome to Talk is Cheap. We're at episode 120, which it would have been cool if it was like 122, but hey, I can't do everything, right? Anyway, we are so excited that you're here, and we have just a magnificent show for you tonight. It is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited about my guest tonight. Of course, we have the Chewy Cam. Hit it, Alex. There he is, you guys. Don't worry, Chewy never disappoints. And just before the show, we gave Chewy a little something from our unofficial sponsor, Quiet Moments, because we want Chewy to be happy and we want him to be quiet. So here he is. He's just taking a little rest, little nap, and he's having some quiet moments because, you know, he should. And you're asking, do these work? They do. Look how happy he is. He'll wake up after the show. Don't worry. He's you know, you will see him move around a little bit. He's fine, people. Okay, come on. Let's be real. Anyway, if you're here, you're joining us. If you're one of the regulars, or if you're joining us for the first time, we'd love to hear from you. Say hello. Make sure you, you know, make some noise in the comments. Not too loud. You know, don't give me a headache or anything. But anyway, so yeah, so we have an amazing show. We have Chewy, of course. Don't worry, the scorekeeper is here. The scorekeeper's here. We have Michelle Krajewski is with us, and so is Christy Largent. She's going to be giving us some tips on procrastination. You know why? Because I needed it. That's why. That's exactly why. And you guys, I am so excited about your co-host tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm just super excited. I'm not even going to say anything about who he is, and because you're going to see him in a minute. Okay. So whatever. I wanted to say hi to Tom Hoyes. Tom Hoyes says, hi, everybody. Hi, Tom. We're glad you've joined us. Thanks for stopping by. And Leslie. Hey, Leslie. Leslie is awesome, I have to say. Hey, Leslie, I hope you're doing well today. I hope you can help me speak, because I could use some help, obviously. But we're going to get started. And oh, here's Peter Bianco saying hi to Chewy. What am I? Chopped liver? That's all right, Peter. I'm not hurt or anything. Say hi to the dog. The dog's sleeping, you know. Whatever. Anyway, we're going to show a little clip. We're going to say goodbye to Chewy. Bye, Chewy. Stay asleep, please. We're going to show a little clip from our first guest, our co-host tonight.
You've been married a long time. Your wife, you give you a list of things to do around the house. Am I right, fellas? A honey-do list. Honey, do this, honey, do that. Can you imagine ever walking up to your wife, handing her a list and going, here, get these things done? Let me know how that works out for you. Not in a million years would it ever occur to any one of us to try and pull that one off. I said to my wife, you give me a list of things to do if I give you a list of things to quit doing. How about that? How about a honey don't list? Perfectly fair. You don't want to list this, ladies? Don't put so many pillows on the bed. Gee, how many pillows do we need on a bed? 2 heads, 2 pillows. That's all we need on there. I'll bet every bed here's got 8 or 10 pillows. Am I right, fellas? Yeah. What do you do when you go to bed, guys? You grab 3 of them, you throw them right on the floor. You got to lay down somewhere. If you put your head on pillow number 3, your feet are 1.5 feet off the end of the bed. Just grab them and throw them on the floor. And ladies, if you put a new bedspread on or new pillowcases, we don't notice, don't get upset. You know why? We don't care. We don't care. My wife said, didn't you notice we had new pillowcases?
He is Dry Bar Comedy's most popular comedian. All right, ready for this, you guys? With over 175 million views. That's right. He's toured with the late, great Joan Rivers and has spent the past 14 years as the opening act for the legendary Johnny Mathis. In September of 2019, he made his debut at the Grand Ole Opry, and he's been back 14 more times. But you know, he wanted to just make sure his resume was complete, and, you know, his dream is finally coming true tonight. Here he is making his debut on Talk is Cheap. Please welcome the very funny Brad Upton.
Hey, how are we?
Hey, Brad, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited to have you on Talk is Cheap. You know, now my resume is complete.
Thank you very much. I saw in that intro when you were running on everybody that's been on the show, you've had a couple of ventriloquists on, huh?
Yes, I think I've had 3 ventriloquists on. Actually, well, and 4. We'll say 4. Yeah.
They're weird, aren't they?
They are multi-talented, that's for sure.
They're multi-talented, but they're weird. Everyone I've ever worked with was weird. They have multiple personalities. They just figured out a way to make it socially acceptable.
That's hysterical.
And they all think their puppet is real.
Well,
They all do.
Really? The ones that I know don't. So
I don't believe it. They're all weird. Every one of them's weird.
That's so funny. Well, we're all kind of weird. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
We had to point that out.
Yeah, we're all a little off, but who are we comparing ourselves to? So
Yeah,
whatever.
that's right.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm so excited to have you on, and especially on this day of 2/2/2/2. Yeah.
Hey, you know what my birthday is?
No, I don't.
3, 4, 5, 6.
No, it is not.
Yeah,
Really?
that's a special day too.
That's really cool.
3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I just told everybody how old I am, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't hear
Yeah.
a word. We didn't hear a word of it. Well, mine is 122. We don't have to add the other numbers, but if anybody wants to write that down.
Probably in the mid 80s, right?
What?
Mid 80s, sometime in the mid 80s.
Yeah, that sounds really, I'm not saying anyway, I'm not going to say a thing, Brad. Okay. But you know what? There is somebody that wants to say hi to you. We have Michelle Van Dusen says, Brad Upton is hilarious. One of my faves.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
And Peter Bianco says, hi, Brad.
Hey, look at what I just did. I made
I noticed that.
don't know.
That's way better. I don't know what you did, but it's better.
The sun, I'm in Seattle, and the sun is just setting, and I've got all my shades pulled down, but it's so low in the sky. It's coming in under this little crack.
Snuck in. I thought that was your halo.
Okay, well, that follows me everywhere. Hey, Peter, how are you?
And then Michelle says, Rhonda's my other favorite comic. I don't have any money, Michelle, but thank you. That's really sweet. And I'm not paying you for that one. And Leslie says, hi, Brad. You twerk better than I'll ever.
Oh, I got it. I'm working it.
And here's Spring. She's sending you some love. So.
Oh, I know Spring. She's a sweetheart. Yep.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. So you've been traveling all over the place, right?
I have.
where were you just this past weekend?
This past weekend, I was in Houston and in Dallas at the Improvs on
Wow.
Saturday and Sunday. Had a great time.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you. That's fun. So did you do anything special on 22222? What is it?
You know what? I was sleeping at 2:22 today. How
Well,
did I miss that?
I don't know. I don't know. I know. I think I was actually driving. I met a friend today. Guess we didn't even plan this, okay? We met at Ruby Tuesdays. I
Oh,
swear.
You
I know.
planned that.
I didn't even plan it. But they had a special. I have to tell this story. It's so bad. So the server, because we're not allowed to say waitress anymore, I guess. I think that's,
Oh, yeah.
don't we have to use the new words. I was a waitress and a bartender, but now they're servers and mixologists. But anyway, she it was really, the bill was really cheap today, because they had like these specials. Like, I was awesome. So of course I picked up the tab, because then I'll say, I'll get this when you get the next one.
Right.
And but it came to like $20. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It was crazy, right? And I had a 50. And so she says, I'm not kidding you. She goes, so did you want change back?
Oh my God.
Like, and I'm like, no one's that good. Like, she's been watching too many of those like little reels where they give like, here, keep the change. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That was so funny. I was
Yeah,
like,
I've been doing a new thing in my act actually about, I live in Seattle and Gates and Bezos both live here. And I go, when you're that rich, there's no tip that you can leave that won't anger the wait staff. Because I said exact those numbers. I said, if I left a $50 bill on a $20 drink tab, the bartender would know my name next time I came in.
right.
But if Gates or Bezos leaves $1,000 on a $20 bar tab, the bartender goes, what a jerk.
That's so true.
He could have given me $1 million.
Exactly.
So there's no tip that they can leave that'll ever satisfy the wait staff.
That's true. That
Yep.
is so true. Like, cheapo jerk. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can afford a rocket ship. You can't give me $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So how are you like getting things done? Because I struggle with like, are you good at like, are you a list person? Do you have a list and you?
Yeah, but I have trouble getting stuff done. And you know what? I'll guarantee it's these things. That's time wasters. They just waste time. And I'm not very good at getting stuff done. I was that way maybe before phones came along. I mean, schoolwork wise, I always did it when I waited till the last minute. But yeah, I have trouble getting stuff done. And I'll write down a list once in a while, but yeah, I'm not very good. I'm a procrastinator. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard for me. And like, I like to call it, my new buzzword is creative avoidance. So it
Yeah.
sounds, right?
I understand.
It sounds so much better. Oh my gosh, Alice Green. Alice is a regular here. She says she wants to welcome you.
Thank you, Alice.
So yeah, I am horrible. So because I have this show and it hasn't been canceled yet because they haven't figured it out, like how to cancel me. That's so awesome. You guys, if you want to have your own show, you just do it. That's what you do now. You don't wait for somebody to pick you up or anything. You're just like, I'm having my own show now. So, And so anyway, so one of the benefits, of course, is getting someone to help you out for free. So we're having one of my favorites back. She's an author, a speaker. She's an online entrepreneur. She's a life coach. She has an Amazon bestseller. It's called 31 Positive Communication Skills for Women and for men, I guess, too. She hosts the podcast Encouraging Words for Working Moms, and she's the founder of the Midlife Happy Life community. And she's definitely a favorite here on Talk is Cheap. Please welcome Christy Largent.
Hello. I'm so happy to be with you, and especially today's topic.
Yes.
Which Rhonda said to me, Christy, can you talk on procrastination? I said, sure, I'll get right on it. So, about an hour before the show tonight, when I was researching, I discovered. Thank you for laughing. I love this crowd. You guys are so good. Yeah, it was a little earlier today, but I wasn't just an hour before. But you know what? When I started like looking up research and stuff on procrastination, guess what I saw? It said, is procrastination a mental illness?
Wow.
Thankfully, it's not. That's good news.
Oh,
All
okay.
of us procrastinate. It's not a mental illness. It's just something that so many people do. Now, some people never procrastinate. My daughter, she has never procrastinated since the day she was born. I mean, she is Miss Get It Done a month ahead of time. So it's just, I mean, clearly they're not my genes, right? I mean, they're really not because they're adopted. My kids are adopted, but I watch her and I learn and I say, what on earth? So here's the thing. I have found that there's some things that will really help us get stuff done when we tend to be procrastinators. So can I give you like 3 points, the Baptist in me? And they'll all start with the same letter so you can remember it.
I love that.
Okay, point number 1. You have to decide what you want to do. All right, you're going to have to figure out, what do I really want to do? And one thing that in today's world, there are so many options. Do you know what I mean? You're like,
absolutely.
What do I do next? Do you feel that way sometimes?
Always.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and so you have to really, part of the reason that we spin in circles and we get to the end of the day and we're like, what on earth did I do today? Right? Because we haven't decided, okay, I'm going to work on my next show. Like you guys, I've got to write. I mean, let's talk about your classic thing, right? You've got to write some new bits.
Right.
Well, when do I do that? And I'll never forget, the author Clive Cussler?
Yes.
Do you remember him?
Yep.
He died, but he is one of my favorites. And I was actually at this book luncheon with him. I sat next to him and I was saying, so how do you get yourself motivated to write? He said, well, basically I just go in my office and sit down and open up my computer and I start writing. So actually, I think he said he pulls out his yellow pad because he wrote it longhand. This was back in the day.
Yeah.
But, and that's so much of it. So you have to decide what you want to do. And I mean, we could take this as far as you want because you say, do I want to do a marathon? Do I want to write a book? Do I want to take a vacation? Do I want to change my job? And procrastination can bite us in the tushy on all of those things. So it's just really important that you kind of have a come to Jesus with yourself and say, what do I want? What do I want? And so there's no magic cure for that. You just have to say, look, I'm going to figure out what I want. And I'm not going to figure it out tomorrow. Let's just tonight before I go to bed, why don't I just write down 5 things? And the next point, which is after you decide, is 2, is set a deadline.
Oh, yeah.
So, for example, what I just said, before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to write down 5 things that I might be interested in doing. You know what I mean? So my deadline is to start, not necessarily to finish. Like I know I work really well with deadlines. So for me, if I can set the deadline to start, it helps me meet the deadline to finish.
Right.
And a lot of us say, oh, I work so much better under pressure. And the reality is most of us who say that are really just perfectionists. And so we push it until we have an hour or 2 hours to do what we could have taken 8 hours to do really well.
Yeah.
And we just cram it into those 2 hours. And then when it's not perfect, we can't blame ourselves because we say that's all the time I had.
Right. And that's so stressful. That's so stressful. I hate that feeling. When I'm like, crunch time, it's like everybody works great under pressure because you have to have it done. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so here's the thing that I'm procrastinating with right now is getting my tax information together to give to my accountant. It's not even like I'm doing the taxes. I just have to gather the material, write. I have like this whole sheet. I just write all the little things down online and give it to. But I don't know. I hate it. I hate doing it so much. I don't know what it is about it. It's not fun. It's not a fun thing to do.
It's not a fun thing. So you have to think about, how can I make this more enjoyable? Ask your husband, give me the pay. I just literally this week, my husband came in and said, I need your tax information.
I know.
Like, I hate it. So I'm like, can you just give me the form that I fill out? So if I have that form, at least I see it. Then I see, oh, it's not that bad. I actually already have all the information. I just have to write it in. But how can you make it easy? That's one thing. People who talk about habit building and personal development kind of things, they always say, how can you make it easy? How can you attach it to something else that you're already doing? If you brush your teeth, but you don't floss, add that flossing right before you brush. Every time I go in the bathroom, I'm going to brush my teeth at night. I'm going to pull out the floss. I'm going to put the floss right up on the counter until I get used to it. Now, then I don't put off starting to floss my teeth until I'm 80 and they've all fallen out, right? It's too late. Yeah, exactly. So the other thing with the deadline that really helps me is if I have an accountability person, somebody that I say, I am going to write this list by 10 o'clock tonight and I'll text it to you when I get it done. So there's something about, like, we're kind of entrepreneurs, right? So we don't we don't respond to a boss. You don't have a boss waiting for your next set, right? So you have to say, how can I? Some people don't need that. Like my Amelia, she doesn't need it, but I personally need it. So for me, I have some. I meet with a mastermind group, and so those women in my mastermind, I call on to help me with my accountability. It's like your writing partners. You guys probably have writing partners, right?
Do you write with anybody, Brad?
Nah, I do it myself.
Because some people work better.
When I get around to it.
Yeah. Some people work better alone.
Yeah.
And some people work better, like, bouncing ideas off each other. It depends, I think, on your personality. And
There's a couple of comics that when I get together with them, they're always going, want to get together and write? Want to get together and write? And I'm always kind of surprised by that because I write by myself. And I found when I sit down with them, I do quite well.
Mm-hmm. Well, because it gets the juices flowing. It gets you kind of excited. Like
Absolutely.
I love coming up with a tag for somebody else. That's so much fun.
Sometimes it's obvious to us and that not to them. You're too close to it.
Yeah.
And for those of your viewers who aren't comedians, so we don't have writing buddies, but sometimes just meeting in a coffee shop and each independently doing their work, you're getting your work done. It's a forced deadline.
Right.
I'm going to do this on Wednesday morning from 9 to 11. And you know that you're going to have to be working on your work between those hours. So,
I find myself checking out every day, and I don't know why I do this. About 4 or 5 in the afternoon, like, I'm not going to do anything productive because the workday's over. Well, my workday already is so, I mean, what do? I don't do anything anyway. But after 4 or 5, I'm like, I'm definitely not doing anything now. There's no reason why I can't be productive after 4 or 5 o'clock. But somehow mentally, I think that's the end of the workday. And now I'm just going to sit around and watch TV and have a glass of wine or something and not produce anything.
I do that too.
I use it as an excuse. It's like the workday's over. Well, my workday, look at what I do for a living.
I know. And we don't go on till like 8 o'clock at night.
Exactly.
Like that's when our time starts. It's so funny, but I do the exact same thing.
But I don't answer emails or respond. After 4 or 5 o'clock, I don't do any of that business part of it. I just don't do it. I wait till tomorrow. There's no reason I can't sit here until 10 o'clock and do it.
Get it done.
Yep.
Well, and that's the good thing about kind of pushing your own deadlines is you say, okay, I'm going to finish this project before I have my glass of wine tonight.
Right.
I'm going to finish this before I turn on the news or whatever your pattern is. That's, again, a forced deadline. And I find them can be really, really helpful. And the third thing is that you've got to do it. Right. We procrastinate, but at some point you have to do it. If we figure out what you want to do, and then you just have to sit down and do it. And one thing I find that has helped me is using a timer. So right on your phone, you've got the little timer, set it for 10 minutes, just for starters.
Right.
Okay, what can I do for you would be shocked at what you can accomplish in some lady teaching a cleaning seminar taught me that. She's like, I think it was Emily Barnes from back in the 80s, for heaven's sake. And she said, set your timer and work on one room and see how much you can get done in, it was like a 20-minute time.
Yeah.
It is such a small amount of time, but yet you really would be shocked at what you produce. And you guys have probably found this. You're like, oh, I don't want to write. I've got nothing to write. I've got nothing. And you sit down and you start writing and you're like, all this stuff comes out.
Yeah, absolutely. I can be quite prolific when I sit down and actually just sit down and make myself do it. I'm surprised. It's
Right.
pure laziness. There's no question about it.
Right. And it's just getting your butt in the seat.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's what somebody said. 99% of inspiration is hard work.
Right.
Just sit down and do it.
That's true.
Right. So
Yep.
for artists, especially creatives, we're like, oh, I've just got to feel like it. Well, the reality is we all do so much better when we just do it.
Do it.
Right.
And then we feel it. We'll feel it once we get going. And it's this whole part. I mean, really, this is with your mindset is your thoughts dictate your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about this many times on this show, that your thoughts dictate your feelings. So if I want to feel better and I want to feel encouraged, then I have to look at what I'm thinking about. Well, if I'm thinking I'm never going to get it done, I'm going to feel horrible. If I'm thinking, gosh, I'm going to feel so good when this is finished. And I'm going to have such a good time when I'm performing this content that I'm about to write.
Right.
I'm going to impact so many people's lives with a lot of joy. And that is super powerful.
That is powerful. And I just want to, Alice says hello to you. She wants to welcome you here.
Thanks,
all right, Christy, let's go over one more time. So number one was decide.
You're going to do it. You're going to decide what you're going to do.
Okay.
What am I? And this can be as simple, you guys, as the night before setting what you're going to do the next day.
I like that.
Sunday night saying, what am I going to do this week?
That's good.
You know, so it's just making that decision. And for me, I have to write it down because I've got this ADHD brain that I never knew I had until somebody explained, oh, that's why you always forget all that stuff. So I mean, like, okay, I have to write it down.
You should always make a list at the top of your list so you can check something off immediately.
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly. I got lists all over the place and they all have those check marks. You know why? It releases a little surge of dopamine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. To physically check something off it does feel good.
It's so good for your brain.
Yeah.
So the first thing is you're going to decide, then you're going to give yourself a deadline. So you can deadline and with accountability. I think with accountability is important for some of us. So I just said it. It's either a deadline to start or to finish.
Okay.
And then thirdly, we're going to just do it. We're going to use the timer to help us do it in chunks.
I like that because then it's not so much pressure. It's like I can do it for just 10 or 15 or 20 minutes or whatever, and then that's not overwhelming.
Right. And then you're like, oh, I want to keep going. Let me push it for another 20 because it feels good.
Yeah.
Right? And you start producing and you start the thing you do, you start doing.
Christy Largent, you're awesome. Christy Largent.
I'm going to write some stuff tomorrow. I promise you.
I'm going to make a list tonight. I am definitely.
Not tonight. I mean, the work day's over. So.
Not Brad. Brad's not doing
not
it.
Tonight,
what a treat to be on with you guys. I really love it. Thank you so much.
ChristyLargent.com. You guys, her social media. Follow her. It's all in the comments. Thank you so much, Christy. Love you. Come back again.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, she's awesome. Just awesome. Love her. Oh my gosh. She always helps me, Brad. See?
You know what? I was thinking about several years ago, I was thinking about being a motivational speaker because I have the skill set to speak and I have a story to tell. And you know what was holding me back? Not motivated.
That's hard.
That's the only thing that kept me from being a motivational speaker.
That will do it.
Motivation.
That will do it. So Michelle said, thanks. And Tess, hey, Tess. Tess says, great ideas. Thanks. And Peter Bianco says, hi, Rhonda. Sorry for procrastinating. It's too late now, Peter Bianco. Okay. Anyway, we're going to keep our show going. I'm very excited. My next guest hails from Chicago. She performs all over the Midwest and beyond. She is part of the High Fiber comedy show, as well as the 3 Dough show with Leslie Norris Townsend and Sonia White. And you may have seen her in clubs, churches, and corporate events, but now you're seeing her again on Talk is Cheap. Please welcome my friend, comedian Michelle Grudjacki. Yay!
Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, you know what? I'm so glad. I love what Christy said. I figured something out. I have a problem because I was flossing when I was doing my taxes. So yeah, so
You
now
got tax form.
Yeah, that's problematic is what that is.
so I learned
Yeah.
something. So that was very helpful. Yeah.
What have you been up to, Michelle? What's going on there in Chicago?
Oh, just performing a lot. I'm just doing a lot of, I just did a Moose Lodge show with one of my favorite guys, Bob Jay and Harry Hickstein. And it's interesting because I used to work I started out in the church and now I'm just doing mostly secular stuff. So I'm doing the clubs and a lot of headliners, Billboard.
You went the opposite direction most people take. Most people start in clubs and then, start in the church circuit.
Yeah.
You started in the church circuit?
Yeah, and I started out in the CCA back in Christian Comedy Association back in 2003. It was like the earliest, and then I had a lot of life circumstances. My kids had diagnosed with a lot of learning disabilities, and my husband has a genetic disorder. So I had all these things happen. And then 2008 and happened with the economy. So I pulled back, and then when I came back in, I had a pastor actually tell me because I got a little bit too into my head as a Christian. I got like this real Christianese kind of thing. And he's like, that's not you. You're Chicago. Get out of the church right now. Go back in the clubs if you want to come back in. So it was the best advice because now I work with a lot of, like, I'm doing a show with Larry Reeb up in a
he's great.
a theater show.
Uncle
Uncle Larry. So I'm working with a lot of Chicago headliners. So I'm excited about that.
That's awesome. And it's awesome to see places opening up again.
Yes.
I know, like here in Rhode Island, in Massachusetts, because I work, right in the area too, Rhode Island and Massachusetts and Connecticut. And it's taken a while for this area to open back up. And I'm finally seeing that, of course I'll travel, but it's nice to do shows right in your backyard as well.
Right.
It's kind of nice because you're sleeping in your own bed at night, which is, I like my bed.
Yeah.
I like my pillow.
Right.
And I do have a lot of pillows on my bed, Brad.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I do.
At least 8 or 9.
And my husband hates it. But whatever. No, so it's been great that, it's been great seeing things open up again.
I think there's still a lot of people, though, that don't want to go indoors and sit in a crowd. Even though it's opening up, there's still a lot of people that are hesitant.
Oh, I agree.
And I don't blame them. I mean,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not back to where it was in 2019, definitely,
right.
But just to see that, there's actually people coming out again and that, venues are opening up and willing to, have shows, that feels great.
Yeah,
It does. A lot of the clubs are opening up, though. A lot of the, like you said, Brad, you were at the Improv, and a lot of the clubs at Zanies, they're like sold out. So it depends on where you go. And in some of the clubs, the smaller clubs have closed, which is sad because there are a few that have, not gone by the wayside. But some of the bigger theater shows, those are the ones where. But now, where we're at, they want vaccination cards. So that's kind of their and around Chicago, we're like, mask up, we're like, do everything. You go outside of Chicago and it's like nobody's doing.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So it depends where you're at too.
Right.
Yeah, they just dropped the mask mandate here. They just did. So
they're dropping.
People are ready to laugh too. That's what I found.
Oh yeah.
People really enjoy being out and having a good time and laughing. You missed it. I mean, I missed it performing wise, but and the audience missed laughing.
Yeah, and I've had people come up and hug me.
Oh yeah.
Show, but which never did, like strangers, and it's kind of weird because you're like, okay, because you're the social distance, and you're kind of like, okay,
you're like,
but
hey,
they're really great. They're real, they're grateful. They want to laugh. They just want to, it is. it's
You know what I realized I was missing when we got back to work, because it had been months since I'd been on stage, and I was just like, God, can I remember all this stuff?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was worried about it. But when I finally got on stage, and I worked a casino down in Oregon, and it was feeling my brain go 100 miles an hour for the first time in several months. And I went, oh, this is what I've been missing. I didn't know that that was the part that I'd been missing. But you know, when you're performing stand-up live, your brain is literally doing 5 things at once.
Yeah.
And I guess I always took that for granted. But you're delivering the material. You're thinking about the next bit. You're watching the room. You're watching somebody over here on their phone, and you're watching the waitress come in here to see how that affects everything.
And the guy, the guy.
yeah, there's always that in the front row. You're in the front row, yeah.
Your brain is literally doing 5 things at once, and I didn't realize I had missed that till I got on stage after 5 or 6 months and performed for the first time. I could literally feel my brain going 110 miles an hour, and I go, "Oh, this feels great."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like exhilarating.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely.
You get off stage and then the applause and people are high-fiving you when you get off stage and like, yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it's been so long.
Yep. Feeling the brain. It's wonderful, mental exercise, obviously, to perform live like that. That's why so many stand-ups, some of them go into their 80s or 90s, and they're great.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's what I'm
I
hoping.
started late.
I'm almost there.
Me too. Like me too. Like I started doing this a lot later than most people do in life. And it's
Well, people will ask you. I said, I'm going to be like Phyllis Diller in a bad wig. I'm going to be in the nursing home, and people will all say, and I'll say, have you heard this? And they'll say no, because they'll forget. And then I will tell the same joke, and then they'll laugh. And I thought it's a win-win. So I'm going to be doing this for a long time.
yeah. It's something that I found that I love so much. Like I've never I'm going to work tonight. You know what I mean? Like I'm so excited to go to work. Like who says that? Like
Right.
I don't know a lot of people like, oh, I can work tonight. I mean, it's something that you just love to do, that you would do for free, but I'm not going to. Okay.
Right.
But you would. That's how much you love doing it.
Right. Like if people say, oh, if you won the lottery, what would you do? Oh, some people are like, oh, I sail around the country, never come back. I'm like, I'd still do stand up.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
If I won the lottery, I'd still be doing stand up, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it as long as I think I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I love that you're always trying to just get better or perfect a joke. It's just it's so challenging. I just love it anyway. And what I love too. I love this segment on my show.
What a segue. What a segue.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
Smooth.
You've got game, but today's game is serial killers. I don't know. I just so bad. Okay, so bad. Yes, today, you guys, this is one of my favorite parts of the show. This is where I pit my audiences, not my audience. I pit my guests against each other.
Uh-oh.
And of course, we keep score here. We keep score, but I don't keep score because I'm a terrible scorekeeper. So I've had to hire. Hire's a loose word. I had to bring in an official scorekeeper to the show, but the official scorekeeper has to have an intro too. So. Please welcome Talk is Cheap's official scorekeeper.
Are we going to see a ventriloquist?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I identify as the scorekeeper. The scorekeeper throws me off every single time because they're very witty. And oh, look, there you go. That's how we're keeping score tonight. It's just something different every week, and I never know what it's going to be. Oh my gosh. Yes, Alice loves the scorekeeper. Hi, Alex and the scorekeeper. Alex is my co-producer who will never be seen on camera, and he is responsible for putting up all the wonderful what do they call them? Yeah, graphics and stuff like that. Thanks. I don't know. See, I don't know those words. Anyway, you guys will be playing for. Are you ready?
Yes.
You guys will be playing for the very coveted Ron DeCore Comedy Hand Sanitizer. 100%
Oh, hand sanitizer. I can't find that anywhere.
and clean and sanitized hands. This price is valued at $5,500. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Brad and Michelle, are you ready? I hope when you were kids you sat at the breakfast table and you sat there and you read the cereal boxes.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
a wall of them up there. Put all 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, and you
And
studied
read the backs
them.
of them, and
Right? Isn't that's how I read? I didn't read books, I read cereal boxes.
yeah. They used to have games on the back sometimes, or cards. You could cut out cards, or
The records, remember the
Yes,
records?
what was
actual records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
records. Do you
25?
remember that?
Yes.
Like that was and then of course the prizes that were inside that you stuck your hand in.
Oh
and
yeah.
Just so gross.
It was
You
so
know?
sanitary. It was so
We didn't
sanitary.
have any calorie stuff on our boxes though. That was
No, we didn't look at that.
No.
We didn't
I
care.
don't think
Who
they
did
even
it?
had to have that.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
our
Sugars.
parents didn't care.
yeah. We didn't do that. We didn't.
Processed food, sugar,
Sawdust. Yeah, whatever they threw in there.
whole milk. Go for it, kids.
Definitely. All right. Are you ready? So you guys, do you remember how to type your answers in?
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. Because that's what you're going to do. You're going to type your answer in. And all right, we're going to bring up the first box. The box doesn't have the name on it, but it has hints all over the box. So, all right, we're going to bring up your first clue. All right, Alex, bring it up. All right, there you go. The name has been removed to
Oh,
protect
I know
the
what that
innocent.
is. All right.
Right, so type your answers in. Of course, you guys in the audience, we want you to play along. There's no prizes for you though, guys. I'm sorry, but we'll applaud you if you get the answer right. So, all right,
Oh, I didn't mean, I left my name on there.
that's okay.
Me too.
That's all
I
right.
both.
And we don't take points off for spelling here. So,
All right.
all right. Are you ready? Let's reveal. Those are Brad Honey Nut Cheerios.
That sounded awful. But
Michelle Gajecki Honey Nut Cheerios. that's totally
that might be my
fine.
new screen name.
Yes,
Hey, you-
that's
Brad Honey Nut.
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
All right.
I was going to say something and then I realized I have a clean show and that's just
Yeah.
wrong, Ron DeCore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm right. Fran, also, hey, Fran said it was Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin said Honey Nut Cheerios. Tom,
I'll still eat. I'll
Cheerios. No, you
still
said
eat
the
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Alice, Peter. Okay, Alice. If I
Oh,
did have a
Alice is
prize
so-
right now, I would still give it to you because I just love Alice. All right. The correct answer is Honey Nut Cheerios. You are both absolutely
Yay!
correct. 22 points. Oh, I guess today we're doing 22
Oh,
points.
okay.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yay. I can-
Oh my goodness. Oh, look, and there's something little.
Those are not Honey Nut Cheerios.
There's milk in the
That's a Chex of some kind.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the new clue? No.
No.
Okay.
But I knew they weren't Honey Nuts.
No, I didn't think so either. Yeah, I'm getting
Don't let that
confused.
scorekeeper throw you off. You know
All
what
right.
I mean?
Yeah.
All right, we're ready for the next one. We're ready, Alex. Bring it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Right. Okay.
This was
Okay.
so big back in the day, right?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
there were two kinds. There was this
Yes.
kind and the bad kind, the kind without the good stuff on them. So, anyway, all right. Wait, you guys type your answers in. Are you ready? Are you ready to reveal? All right. Let's see what they have. Frosted Flakes. Great. Frosted Flakes. Like, don't you like today, who remembers their slogans, right?
Right?
Back in the day, we knew everything. We knew all the slogans. We knew, let's see. Okay, Frosted Flakes. Let's see who else has it. Fran says Frosted Flakes. So does Kevin. What did you say?
I'll still eat those when I
yeah.
find them, like in the the hotel breakfast when they have the little breakfast.
Yeah.
Frosted
Yeah.
Flakes are there. I'll still grab those.
Frosted Flakes were the best.
They are good.
Not
You leave them in
the
that
big
milk
one.
and they just turn into paper or something. I don't know.
Churros.
You think we're in sugar water, but they're good.
They were
Tom
good.
Boys, you got it. And so did
Yeah.
Alice, Peter, Tess. That's right, you guys. You guys are awesome. All right. The correct answer is absolutely Frosted
Hooray.
Flakes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that scorekeeper.
Frosted
All right.
Flakes of corn. I did not ever see that part of it. Look at
What
it.
was
It says
it?
of corn on there.
Of corn.
Oh, they
I
have to
don't
make
know.
it sound. They have to make it sound healthy now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's why.
I don't know. I didn't care what they were made out of.
No.
Well,
we
now you have to act.
we
Now
ate
you gotta,
stuff that was made out of. We didn't even care
You
back in
didn't.
the day. It
How
could
do you
be-
make a flake out of corn? You'd have to roll those little kernels out flat.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess they would be processed.
I
corn.
guess we're going on a field trip.
serious,
Yeah.
serious processing. All right. Let's bring up the next one. Alex, what do we have here? Ooh.
Oh, I know that one.
Oh.
Oh
Oh,
my
okay.
gosh. And I'm going to see afterwards if you guys did what I did, because I bet you did. I think we all did this, because there was one part of this cereal that was the absolute best, right? And that it was definitely the favorite. So, all right, typing our answers in. You guys in the audience are playing along, and you guys in the audience are crushing it. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Lucky Charms are magically delicious.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't do a very good Irish accent. Okay, no, we're gonna take that out of my act. Lucky Charms, always after what was
Always
it?
after me, Lucky Charms.
Always after me, Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's right. And let's see. The audience is doing great here. Let's see. Francis, Lucky Charms. Kevin, Lucky Charms. Tess, Lucky Charms. Those are Cucky Charms. I don't know.
All right.
What is it? I think. All right. There's some typos, but we're not taking off points. Alice, you still have it. Spring has it, and so does Peter. All right. Did you guys take the marshmallows out? And first of all, the marshmallows, like
Oh, yeah.
those, I know.
Whatever
Like,
that styrofoam stuff was.
they
Yeah.
were, but like you were like, I love these, and like you'd pick those out and try to get the most marshmallows in your bowl because they were sugar.
Yeah.
I would pick them out, before you put the milk on them, and then just go for the gigantic. Put them all in my mouth at once, and just big dry marshmallow nasty thing. I don't know. Kind of makes me want to have it again, though.
I know, right?
I'm not lying.
Oh, Kevin says, eat the marshmallows and toss the oats. I know, I loved those, and there was never enough marshmallows in them either.
No.
You know?
No.
And like my brother would always get more. Like, did
Oh,
you?
look, they're gluten free now. Is that right?
Oh,
They took
Yes.
the glutens out.
yeah.
Well, that definitely makes them healthy, right?
Yeah, I don't
Well,
even
right.
know.
They have to put something healthy on there because
know.
what mom nowadays is going to feed their kids? That's unless if there's something healthy, gluten free, but it's full of sugar.
Yeah.
Frosted toasted oat cereal. Oh, they got to tell you what it's made of. Oat.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
ooh, toasted oats. So that sounds that's fabulous. Those are nutritional. Look at us. We all had them, and look at what it produced.
And
Those
we
lucky-
turned out okay.
Oh my gosh, so funny. All right, guys, let's go for the next one. This is way too fun. I'm having a little trip down memory lane.
I know what I'm having for dinner tonight.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh, these are so funny. And
Let's see who spells it correctly.
yeah. Oh, that's true. There's a little,
Oh.
but you don't get points off, you guys, if you don't spell it incorrectly. Oh, Kevin's first out there. Kevin's first. All right, guys, ready? It is, yes, Captain Crunch. It's Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch.
CAP''N.
It is Captain
It's
Crunch.
Captain.
Does he
Yeah.
get extra points for that?
Well, these are, of course, famous for just shredding the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Right?
Just
Oh
tear,
Oh my gosh, no kidding.
even
That is
they,
so true.
even if you left them in the milk for a while, you just
I
still
know.
just
They do
Scratch
like
your
you
mouth.
wrecked your mouth. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? Captain Crunch, Captain Crunch, Captain Crunch. You guys all have it. Yep.
I want to try some. Captain Crunch as breading on chicken. How about
You
that?
know what? I've actually heard of that before.
Really?
Yeah, you put a plastic
Yes.
bag and smash it like
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
then put some Captain Crunch chicken because you got General So, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You got General So. You got Colonel Sanders.
Ah.
Why not have Captain have something?
Like
High
think it.
military rank, great chicken recipe.
Plus, it's like the 3 C's, Captain Crunch chicken.
Oh, deep fry it. Oh, that's good suggestion.
Oh,
With-
yeah.
And
there you
waffles, and put a
go.
waffle underneath it. Make it.
Oh, we're going to the fair and sell $1 million of that.
There you go. Captain Crunch. Well, you know, you can do that with cornflakes. You can use that cornflakes as a coating for
Right.
chicken.
Yeah.
You
Is that
know,
right?
so why not Captain Crunch?
I
Heck
know.
yeah.
I don't think I'd
Why
want
not
to use.
sugar and chicken?
That's right. How about those little marshmallows? We could stuff our chicken with marshmallows. Those aren't even marshmallows. I don't know what those are, but anyway. All right. This was one of my favorites. All right, ready? We're gonna bring the next one up. This was definitely one of my favorites as a kid.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, I got it. I think.
Why
Oh,
can't
and there's a slogan that goes along with it. Come
Oh,
on,
I know,
Brad.
I got it.
You know it.
I got it.
You know
Whoop.
it.
Wait a minute. Wait. I got it.
Got it? Okay. Where's June Colson making fun of me for saying gut it? Does anybody else say that? Or is that
What?
just
What do you say?
I
All
say
right.
I say gut it. Like instead
Oh.
of got
Really?
it, I say gut it. Like
Really?
yeah. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't have an accent, so that's
Maybe it's a
weird.
Rhode Island thing. Maybe.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, Cocoa Puffs.
I was temporarily cuckoo.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
That's why I
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
And the best thing about that is the milk would turn
Oh yeah,
chocolate.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that is the best. And then you would drink the milk afterwards, and you're like, your mother would be like, "Don't slurp, don't slurp." Like that's the best part of it. Are you kidding me? Yeah, yeah.
We used
Spring
more
has
milk.
it.
We used a lot of milk in that because you knew you're getting chocolate milk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
when
A lot of milk
that's
in
when
there.
because I wasn't a big milk drinker, and
Yeah.
still now I hate milk. Fran, unless it's an ice cream or made with cream, or Peter has it. So does Alice. So does Tom. Coco.
The Cocoa Puffs do, I hate to tell you this, do have the size and shape of certain wild animal scat.
Oh, we're not gonna. Oh, crap.
Because after you have a bowl of that, and then you walk out and you go, "Oh, look, the deer have been in the yard."
Oh my gosh. That's so
Yes.
horrible. I've
You
never
know that's true.
I've never even thought of that.
What?
That's so
You don't have rabbits and deers in your yard? Oh well, that'll ruin your
No,
Cocoa Puff.
I don't want to live. I love like wild animals, like when they're in the behind bars. I don't. So are you like? Do you live like? Well, you're in Washington. Is that like country and there's a lot of animals?
Yeah, I live in the city, but we have deer in our neighborhood. I don't
Really?
know how or why, but yeah, I hope one walk by the window here while we're on, and I'll turn the camera on.
And I'll be,
Okay.
hey, dear.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
them for a while, but they'll
I
come
do.
through my yard once in a while.
I do.
Yeah,
love
we back to a
deer.
forest preserve before we moved back in the city. Now I'm literally on the lake, but we moved. We lived there, and we had owls, and we had coyote. We had everything in our
Yeah.
deer.
Oh my goodness. So Cocoa Puffs is the correct answer.
I'm sorry,
You
I
guys-
ruined Cocoa Puffs for a
No,
lot
that's
of
all right. No, you're crushing it. You guys are crushing it. All right. All right. All right. We're going up for the next one. Ooh, this one. Not a childhood favorite for me, but okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I like those.
Do you like those?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
Well, as we get older,
Yeah, I know. I get it. My husband loves those. I guess they're helpful. I guess they're helpful when you get older.
I'm spelling that fruit wrong, and now I got to try every version.
That's okay. You don't get points off for spelling. It's not a. That's
yeah, I spelled Captain Crunch wrong. So
You know what? That's okay.
No, you spelled captain correctly.
Yes, Captain's.
I spelled this wrong,
Captain.
and it's driving me crazy because I'm a good speller, but that's the wrong spelling. All right.
I know, but isn't it weird? Like when you sometimes you need to write something. You just switched a couple. You know what I would call that? I would say I had a typo. That's what I say.
Oh, okay.
That's what you say. Say, oh, it's a typo. That's all. But you both said it was Raisin Bran, as did. Let's see. Wow, you guys are crushing it.
Yeah.
Fran says Raisin Bran. So did Tess. So did
Corey, you
Alex.
didn't like him?
So did Peter. So did Tom. And I know Spring. I get it. Me either. Blech. I don't like raisins. Raisins don't belong in anything, especially cookies. That's just mean.
What?
Kevin has it. Mhm. And
Oatmeal raisin cookies?
oh no, oatmeal chocolate chip.
Oh,
Spring, yes. And that's right. 2 scoops in every box.
that's right.
Right.
2 scoops
Yeah.
in every
Remember
box.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
Good recall, Peter.
Yeah, 2 scoops. And Kevin said the same thing too, but I don't like raisins. I'm not.
Peanut
know-
butter raisin sandwich?
What?
You heard me.
Are you kidding?
Peanut butter and raisin sandwich?
I have never heard of that before in my life.
I've had a banana and a peanut butter. Banana.
Peanut butter and raisin sandwich is the best.
Okay, when did you start eating that?
Oh, whenever I was probably 2.
Come on.
Yeah.
Lose all the points.
Loose, but you put loose all points.
Loose
Yes,
all
that's
points.
spelling, but we won't take scorekeeper. We won't take.
Oh
spelling.
my
Take off your
gosh.
spelling.
Oh, Spring's like, no. I know, right?
Ring, you try one.
Oh, no.
Peanut butter and raisin. Well, she doesn't like raisin bran,
I
so
know. So
you're
no
not a raisin
bran.
person.
And like no raisins in cookies. My husband loves raisins too. So sometimes every once in a while I'll like split the batch and mine have chocolate chips in them like it should be.
Yeah.
And then
really.
he has raisins in
You
his.
won't just eat a handful right out of the.
No. Remember they had those little boxes to try to make them
Yeah, give them out on Halloween.
Those little boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They tried that for Halloween, and then you just found them all in your yard the next day.
I would never give those out for Halloween. That's mean.
Or thrown against your window or something. People
Yeah,
would-
exactly.
Wow. Yeah, really. They'd be stuck on your house. you
Go further his house. That's a raisin guy.
Yeah, exactly. Let's egg his house. That's just like that's just
Raisin,
wrong.
eggs and raisins. I think I have a new dish.
you probably do put them in your
That does
egg.
sound disgusting.
That's just wrong. Okay.
Talk about
Next-
scat. Anyway,
we
go
have
ahead.
the
Never mind.
next
No,
one.
we won't. Okay.
Go ahead, Alex. Oh
I know this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you get older, that's how it sounds when you get older. Right? Oh my goodness. These are fun, and you can bake with these, and you can make a lot of things with these. You know, I bet you could make chicken coating with these,
Yeah, probably.
you know?
Yeah.
All right. Type your answers in, you guys. And Rice Krispies, snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Oh my gosh, how am I not a professional singer?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna get discovered. I just know it. Okay. Let's see. Kevin says Rice Krispies, and so does Fran, and so does Tess, and so does Tom, and so does Spring, and so does Peter and Alice. You guys, you're all absolutely correct. You guys
Look
are
at all this
crushing the
stuff.
cereals.
Just ingrained in our brains.
No, I know. So,
Mhm.
are you a Rice Krispie treat? Do you
Oh,
like those?
absolutely.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
No,
They're okay. I just
it's not the first thing I will go
Right.
for. They're
Right.
they're actually low in calories, but you know.
are they really? Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly. I
They're
don't
hard
know.
to make. I mean, you have to like, they're real sticky. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't usually make them. They have
Mm-hmm.
them already made. You know, they have
And
them
you know, they are
prepackaged.
they are messy, but you know how I fix that? Shove it all in my mouth at once.
There you go.
Problem solved.
All set. There you go. I'd rather have a cookie. Like I'd
Yeah,
rather
I
have
would
a
too.
cookie.
I would too.
Yeah. So Eat more chicken.
Our scorekeeper he's got a lot of props and
Yeah.
it's quick.
You have no idea, Brad. You have
Yeah,
no
he's
idea.
good.
Amazing. Like every week, we just don't even know. We just don't know. Hey, you might know this guy. Do you know this guy? Michelle?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. that's
He knows every jingle. He knows every jingle. And jingles I've never heard about. It's like, is that all you ever did was watch TV? He's like, yeah.
Well, didn't we? We all
Oh,
watched
it's coming
TV.
from inside the room. It's inside your house.
If we hear whispering, that's it. All right, we have another one. Go ahead, Alex. I liked these. Oh, yeah. Ready?
What do we got? Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I like the song. Isn't it weird how we still remember the song, Scorekeeper? Oh my gosh. Scorekeeper is killing me.
I hope that's the right one.
All right. Are you ready?
Okay.
There's a little sample. I don't know. That's like, I guess that's what that thing.
These will tear up your the roof of your mouth too. Not like Captain Crunch.
No. Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops.
And did I spell fruit correctly on the as like I think
don't know,
they're
is it? Do you have like?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Oh wow,
23 points.
Brad, you are showing off. You studied those boxes. You
Yes.
studied. Wow, that is. I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, your comedy's good, but I mean, come on.
They had to use those little loops wherever they could on that logo. So,
That's true. That's
yeah.
genius. All right, Fran, yes. And so did Tom. Alice has it. Peter has it. Tess has it. Front loops.
Front loops. That's good.
I know.
I believe I'm the only
I get
double O
what's
on the
just- I
fruit
get it.
loop part though.
Yeah, you're right.
And then the milk would turn like
Like
Okay.
a stone color. Right. Like a
yeah, it was like a rainbow.
It was
Yeah,
like
but
a
it's
pride.
like-
It was like a pride parade.
It was
What?
exactly like that, but
Yeah.
we didn't have that back in our day.
No, but
No,
now
We
you
just
look
had
like
Fruit
that.
Loops.
Yeah.
We had Fruit
Good
Loops.
stuff, though.
You guys are right. Okay. Oh, are you ready? We got another one. I know it's going long, but I don't care. I'm having fun. All right, go ahead, Alex. Put the next one up. Ooh, this one brings back memories. See if you know what this is. Do you remember this, you guys? Oh, that's evil right
Yeah.
there. That is evil. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what that is,
Oh.
Michelle? Ooh, that was my mother used to eat that. And I'd be
I
like,
think I'm gonna get
"Why?"
this wrong. I got one part, but I think it's
All right. Ready? Put your all right. Think of something. Hurry. Come on.
Oh.
Ready?
no, I
Right.
got that. No.
Shredded
I'll
wheat,
have to ask.
frosted wheat sauce.
Sawdust. Excellent choice.
All right, ready? Let's see. Fran said, "Is it shredded wheat?" Look at both of you guys have questions, so to speak.
Yeah.
Tom says shredded wheat. Tess, I know. Ugh, I agree. Shredded wheat. Yes. Shredded wheat, otherwise known as cardboard flavor. I know.
Absolutely.
My mother would eat those. Like
But you know what I like? Frosted mini wheats.
Oh, and
Yes.
that's kind of like that, only it has more sugar on it.
Yeah,
Right?
it's got a
would
completely
break it
covered with
up.
icing.
She would
But
break it
shredded
up.
wheat, oh, I don't know.
Yuck, yuck,
I don't
yuck.
know
But
who was,
you
I
guys
don't
are
know who was eating that.
correct. And Michelle, I'm sorry.
I
honey.
know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I lost. Yeah, I lost a point on that.
You did.
Or
All right,
whatever
we
the
have one-
system is. I don't know your system.
I don't know the system either. I'm not familiar with it. All right, let's see. Let's bring up one more. We have one more.
All right.
Oh,
All
I
right.
love that.
Oh my
I
gosh.
got
Did you just love, and I like these commercials were the best too. These were the best commercials. The commercials sold the cereal. I mean, let's be real. I just took a walk down memory lane. I feel like a kid again. All right, are you ready? Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
That's
Kicks.
right.
Kicks. Oh, Michelle.
I
Michelle.
know.
kicks
Well,
are
I
tricks.
put the tricks in there at the
I
last.
know, yeah, because that's how it works. You just put like that's your choice.
I'm covering all my bases.
Yeah,
You know what? It could be kicks or
but
tricks.
but you ended it with an X, so that was very good.
Right. Yeah. So I thought I would get a half a point or
You
something.
know,
in that.
the scorekeeper's gonna have a field day with that. That's all I can say. Fran said it's tricks. So did Spring. Tricks are for kids, you
That's
silly
right.
rabbit. Oh my gosh. Didn't you love what the rabbit was a little evil? And I loved that. I don't think the rabbit could act out like that today.
Thanks,
you know?
I think the
Look
rabbit
at-
was on crack.
The scorekeeper put me in the corner. Look at that. Turned around.
Wow. Peter said tricks. Tess said tricks. And that was our last one. What is the final score, scorekeeper? The winner is Brad.
Oh,
Yay. 22 points for the whole thing. You just
cereal tonight.
cereal for dinner. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. That is so much fun. That was so much fun. You guys killed it, and the audience was awesome. They just got all the
Oh, raisin. Oh no, she's
What is
taunting.
that? Is that a raisin?
The scorekeeper's taunting you with the raisin.
Oh gosh, get that thing away from me.
Oh, mouthful.
Oh, yuck. Yuck. If those are my trail mix, I'm like, let's get those out and let's add some more M&Ms.
Yes.
You know, as it should be. As it should be. You guys, this show went by so stinking fast. I
It did
can't
go
even
fast.
believe
Yes.
it. We've got to talk about who's going to be on our show next week. Next week, my guest co-host will be from Rhode Island, Bill Simus. And Mary Ellen Rinaldi will be joining us, former Rhode Islander who's now living in Florida, killing it there. And we have Jeremy Rochford stopping by to help us, you know, get healthy and stuff like that. Whatever.
Thankfully, no ventriloquist.
Okay. And oh my gosh, you guys, Brad, what do you've got? You have some shows coming up?
I'm going to be at Bananas in New Jersey in March. And then in Florida, I'm at the West Palm Beach Improv. And I'll be in Naples at Off the Hook Comedy Club. That's coming up. So just, it's all on my website. It's amazing. People always ask me where. I go, you don't know how Google works? But
That's right. But and so you guys, if you want to follow Brad, and why wouldn't you? And you need
Why
to check
wouldn't
out
you?
his whole dry bar special, bradupton.com. And I have to say, you have quite, I don't want to be too forward, but you have quite the beautiful website there, Brad.
oh, thank you. I'll
yeah,
let my webmaster know.
Yeah, you should. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous, really. All right, all of Brad's follows are in the comments, so you can just copy and paste and go check him out. And Michelle Krajewski, what do you have? You said you have a show coming up with Larry Reed.
March 25th at the Metropolis Theater in Arlington Heights near Chicago. And then I've got a women's show at the Row Theater in Crystal Lake. And that's on May 6th. And I've got a bunch of like local gigs. And I've got one in Michigan with Sonia at the Pix Theater in Lapeer, Michigan coming up in March.
Awesome. And of course, Michelle's follows are all in the comments. So you can do that. And Christie's are in there as well. I have a couple of things coming up actually right after this show at 9:30. I'm going to be on Naz's stream, you know, comedian Nazareth.
I worked with Nazareth about 30 years ago. Tell him I said hello.
I will. Actually, I have a story. He was talking about, where is it? We were talking earlier and he was talking about, I don't know. He was talking about who came into Eric Douglas. Does that sound correct?
Oh, yeah.
And you guys were both on the show.
I worked with him in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, his last name was Douglas. He did some time and it wasn't good.
It was Kirk Douglas's son and Michael Douglas's brother. Yes. Yeah, he was there. It was in Santa Barbara. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so he wanted to bring that up. He thought that was funny. So anyway, I'm going to be over there. He's going to be talking to me for a change. So that's going to be kind of fun. And so you guys, if you want to head over there, you can do that. I'll be there at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. And so that's cool. And I have a couple of shows coming up this weekend. Please stay away at the Blackstone Country Club in Sutton, Mass. And then that's on Friday, and on Saturday the Blissful Meadow Country Club. I'll be there. I'm just going to all the country clubs in the area. That's what I'm doing now. So that'll be fun. I'm working with Michael Pettit, so that's going to be a blast, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to Alex, because without him, forget it. I'm not tech savvy. The scorekeeper is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Scorekeeper
Brad.
is awesome. Thank you.
Oh, and Michelle, you can stick around for a minute if you guys want to. And the audience is absolutely awesome. And okay, I hate to say it, but episode 120 is out.
I will hold Ain't no man, ain't no woman, ain't no thing, no, there ain't nothing gonna bring me down. Yeah. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to